Talk with author Dre Lett is a show that informs, inspires, and motivates. All shows are taped in front of a live virtual audience. Make sure to follow us so you can be notified when a new show is available on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Also follow us if you want to be a part of our live tapings. Grab your beverage and snacks, get comfortable so we can let's talk. Hello, everyone, and thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk. I am your host, author Dre Lett. This is the show where we inform, inspire, and motivate. We get you going during these tough times and beyond. So come on in the room and have a virtual seat so we can let's talk. You guys can view my shows on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure you tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Also, make sure you follow and like. Well, you guys, Happy New Year. Woo, woo, woo. You made it to 2025. 2024 is behind us, and now we're going forward into new experiences and a new exciting year. So tonight, let's talk about the new year and new music. My guests are musical group Saint Oshun, and they will be on the virtual stage shortly to talk about their newly released single and all things Saint Oshun. While we hear a brief message from our sponsor, what I want you to do, for those of you that are watching the show live, as always, my Let's Talk fam, please make sure that you put in the comments where you're viewing the show from and your name so I can give you a shout out, okay? And if you're watching this in a pre-recorded phase, also put your name in the comments so I can say hello. And I thank you all for your love and support. And when we come back, I'll acknowledge you all, okay? We'll be back after this brief message as we hear a message from our sponsors. Alrighty.
Call you up, baby, we can go shopping. For your brand new whip, even though we just talking. For one time to assist my calling. Girl, I told you I'm bold when I fall. I don't know no better.
DTL Productions is a multimedia company founded in year 2020 by author Dre Lett. We specialize in marketing consultation, social media content creation and management, virtual assistant services, as well as writing, producing, editing documents, and directing multimedia webcasts. We also offer email management and various marketing services, and so much more. DTL Productions is owned by a respected professional writer with 30 plus years of experience who has generated hundreds of business materials, including reports, letters, proposals, business requirements, presentations, press releases, reviews, published fiction novels, as well as produced various webcasts. It's always been the dream of our founder to help others through words. DTO Productions wants to put your feelings and expressions into words for you. In the words of Dre Lett, trust us, you won't be disappointed. All right, you guys, that was a message from our sponsors. As you all know, I am big on entrepreneurship. So you guys make sure you go out and support those sponsors. All right, let's see who is checking in the Let's Talk fam who's watching live with us tonight. Okay, hey, Rockin' Richard Houston. He was the gentleman in the skate videos. He's throwing a huge skate party in March. Super excited about that. I cannot wait. Babe is watching from the man cave. Mwah. Thanks, babe, for your love and support. Hey, girl, Tanya, she is checking in from Illinois. Yes, indeed, she is. Appreciate your love and support as well. Girl, did y'all get a lot of snow? I know down here in Atlanta, we got, I think, 1 to 2 inches in ice, and it's, oh my goodness, it's crazy. Oh, thank you, Tanya. You know, I like to switch it up. Okay, let's see here. Oh, Pamela, Richard's wife is checking in. Hello, hello, Pamela. How are you? I hope all is well. And oh, here we got Cuz Diana. Oh, I just love my faithful Let's Talk fam. She says, "Good evening, everyone. Cheers to the weekend. Hope you all in ATL are in and cozy." Yes, it is cold outside. You know, growing up in Detroit, because as you know, I'm not foreign to the snow or ice, but I don't want to get hit by somebody who does not know how to drive in snow and ice. Okay. All right, Carla's checking in. Hey, girl. Hey, sis. How are you? It was so good to see you at the Christmas party. Yes, indeed. And there she's saying, hello, everyone. Happy Snow Friday. And oh, Tanya says, nope, icy roads. Okay. Okay. Well, I thank you all for checking in with me on this show tonight, Friday for January 10th, 2025, the beginning of a new year. So let's get into hot topics. It's been a minute. We've had a lot to talk about these last couple of months. And so we're back at hot topics. Super excited. Make sure you guys chime in the comments section what your thoughts are on the hot topics, whether you're watching it live or in a pre-recorded phase. I love, love, love feedback from my viewers. So first off, let me start with hot topics by saying my thoughts and prayers go out to the victims of the Los Angeles area fires. So sad. I am so sorry for them and praying and, just praying that they get that resolved as soon as possible. I know lots of families lost everything, praying that they can rebuild, praying and grateful that a lot of them did not lose their lives. Some did, and praying for those families. Okay, so this next hot topic, not sure if you guys heard about it or not, but basically Meta owns Facebook and Instagram. I hope I don't get in trouble for talking about this, but I got to keep it real to some degree, right? So Meta has removed their free speech, or excuse me, they're allowing their free speech policy. So basically, what it means is there will no longer be a fact checking mechanism in place to shut down posts or content creators. Now instead, the true fact checkers will be any social media user by way of reporting a post, etc. So now a content creator can say something as crazy as the sky is purple, and if no one reports him, then his post will circulate throughout the meta world, Instagram and Facebook, for all to see. Now, what do you guys think about that? I'll give you my personal opinion while you all are typing in your comments. My personal opinion is it can be good and it can be bad. It can be good because in that you could talk about certain things and not be censored to death, right? But it also can be bad in that you make it somebody on a content creator or a post to say some stuff that's not true at all. My undergraduate degrees in journalism and broadcasting, we were always told to, have a fact check, do 3 types of layers of it to make sure what you're talking about is accurate. Well, with this new policy, people could say whatever. And if people don't go behind that person and check it for themselves and believe it, oh my goodness, it can be dangerous. So what do you guys think about that? Let me see what some of the Let's Talk fam is saying. So far, so good. They're quiet. You guys don't be scared. Go ahead and put in your thoughts and concerns with that. And I'll come back to that. So, all over the United States, especially the northern part, it's got snow and ice and all kind of stuff. So a lot of people are pretty much snowed in and, comfort cozy. And I say, hey, take advantage of that by getting caught up on movies and TV programs. So I'm going to give you guys what I like to watch in terms of movies and TV shows, right? So my favorite movie, the number one favorite one for me right now is called The 6888. Y'all got to watch it. Oh my goodness. This is a movie about the only U.S. Women's Army Corps unit of color stationed overseas. They take on an impossible mission. It's a very, very motivational movie. It's encouraging. You're going to share some tears, but it's very, very good. It just touched my heart and my soul. You guys make sure you check that out. Another one to watch is The Forge, Forge, right? So it's an awesome movie about persevering against all odds, right? So you got to make sure you guys check that one out as well. So, so good. And as far as TV shows are concerned, these are my favorite TV shows. The number one would be Reasonable Doubt. So, Reasonable Doubt is about an African American attorney. And let me tell you, she is bad. I mean, she knows her stuff. She dressed sharp. She carries herself sharp. She's professional. She's got some challenges in her personal life, but it just shows how she navigates through all of that. It is a really, really good program. I read online that it's just been approved for season 3. So for those of you that don't know about it, catch up on the first 2 seasons. Very, very good. And then the last one that I really like getting into is, well, let me say this. If you like a racy type of program that's like, woo, that kind of program, All the Queen's Men. Oh my goodness. All the Queen's Men is very, very good. It's one of those racy type television shows. I can't get into the specifics, but ladies, you will enjoy it. Okay. And the last one, Coach Prime, men and women can watch that together. That's really, really good. I saw the first 2 episodes so far. It's about a reality TV show about Deion Sanders and his football playing sons, and it's very, very motivational. It shows you how they navigate through college football and the obstacles that come in their way and how they overcome them. And it's very, very good. So you got to check that out. And you guys, make sure you chime in and let me know what's a good movie that you like, a good TV show that you like as well. And let me know. Okay, going back to the policy, the freedom of speech policy on Facebook. Carla says it's various. Everything that we see on TikTok is scandalous sometimes, just to be sure to judge the content and get perspective. Absolutely. I think we should have some sort of fact checking in place. You can't just let people say any old thing, it's kind of, I don't know. So you guys make sure you continue to chime in your comments. I would love to hear your thoughts on that. Okay. So moving along to our guests, I'm so excited to have them back. When they reached out and said, we got a new single, we want to come on, I was like, yes, I love them. You guys know Saint Oshun. They are no strangers to the show. As you guys know, they are a group that's grounded in soul. They have been compared to Prince, Bruno Mars, Beyonce, Doja Cat, and The Weeknd. This new song, you guys, I think is fire. I really love it. You guys, I'm going to play their new music video, and you tell me what your thoughts are, and then we're going to bring them on the virtual stage. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. Okay. And with that being said, here's the new music video from Saint Oshun, No Better.
Call you up, baby, we can go shopping. For your brand new whip, even though we just talking. Full moon time, so it's just my calling. Girl, I told you I'm bold when I fall. I don't know no better. I don't know no better. I don't know no better. Mamacita with the coming lies. Let me holler for a second before you pass by. How you fitting all that in the middle jeans? Fucking with me, you're gonna blow up, call me a machine. Baby girl, let's just shop and dine. Dripping sauce on my bread like you're Mrs. Hines. Blowing money so fast, you an elephant. Into you, never wanna take my time. Why me? My heart's a 2-ton beast, don't know why me. Why be holding on to love like it ain't free? Call you up, baby, we can go shopping. For your brand new whip, even though we just talking. Full moon time, so it's just my calling. Girl, I told you I'm bold when I fall. I don't know no my calling. Girl, I told you I'm bold when I fall. I don't know no better. 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 I told you I'm bold when I fall. I don't know no better.
I love it, you guys. I love their new record. So without further ado, help me welcome to the virtual stage my guest, Saint Oshun. Hey,
Hey,
how are y'all?
good. How are you? Good to see you.
I love your new hair.
Thank you. Look, Portia, you know we got to switch it up every so often, right?
I usually I just switch it up. Like I'm always switching it up. Love that on you, and you just look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. It's so good to see you guys. You know, when C-Dub said, hey, we got a new song, I was like, yes, of course. I love you guys' music. I do. I do. So, you know, C-Dub was telling me, and I was shocked to hear you guys are in Mexico.
Yeah, so we weren't even in LA when it was called the Sunset Fire. That was right where our apartment was. You could see it from the hills, like the fire coming from our apartment rooftop. But yeah, we're not there. We're safe down here in Tijuana. We've been here for several months now, actually.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good. I'm glad you guys are safe. So what are you guys doing down in Tijuana? Are you making your album, performing, or?
So we're working with a new A&R from Universal Music, and the thing he told us we had to do was write. He said, in order to get a bunch of hits out of you and really get you to the level you want to be at, we have to have a series of hits from you. And the easiest way to do that was actually to come down, get away from our friends in LA, and come down to Tijuana where we didn't know anyone. We know people now, but when we first moved down there, we didn't know anyone. So we could really focus on writing. We wrote the song that you just saw. We wrote that down here. And I feel like we've written a lot of really good stuff while we've been down here.
That's awesome. So you've actually been signed to a label. Is that what you said earlier?
We are working with an A&R right now. He is
Okay.
going to walk us through the door of a label once we're
It's
ready.
not really a signing.
Yep, that's right.
Okay.
It's like a mentorship.
Okay.
In a way, you know, he's got a lot of artists on the label. It's more like a boutique label.
Oh.
And really his job is his thing is really artist development. And when he has something he thinks he has, he's a connector and can connect you to get it, and also a deal maker to get a deal, whether it be a record deal, album deal, I don't know, placement deal, I don't know, just deals. But his MO really is making sure we're developed enough to take those steps.
To take us through.
You know, because you know you can kind of get there too early and just lose it all. You know?
Right.
I mean, it's the thing,
Mhm.
you know. So, but yeah, so it's called the label is called D7 Music Group. That's the name.
Okay.
It's out of New York.
I love it. Every time I talk to you guys, you just glowing up constantly, new levels. New levels. I love it. You guys are such an inspiration to me. So that's huge. So once you get done with the writing and all of that, are you thinking about at some point touring and around the United States maybe, or?
So that's actually a really good question because we actually get that question a lot, especially on social media. Yes. Right now, I feel like we need 2 to 3 more really big singles. That one you just played is actually doing very, very well.
Good.
It sounds strange that Portia and I are surprised that it's doing well, but that particular song, we pitched 4 songs to him, and the first 3 were no's. He said, no, it's not it. No, it's not it. No, it's not it. That last one, the one that ended up being released, we were just desperate. Portia actually found the producer. He had already written the hook of the song, the melody of the hook.
We
Go
just
ahead.
took the melodic idea and then recreated all the lyrics.
Mm-hmm.
But it was just for the hook. So,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, I honestly was just throwing darts at a wall to see if they stuck. Like,
Yeah, I really thought he would reject
I was
it.
ready for another no. I was like, here comes another no. It's fine. I just said no. I'm used to it. It's helping me grow anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. So going back to the song, so know better. What does it mean? Like what? I mean, I was listening to the words and I love it. So can you give me a summary of what's it all about?
Sure. Well, first, Portia has to have credit for the line. I don't know no better.
I was like, I feel like we should be singing I don't know no better. You know, like people say that all the time. You know, like I don't know. They blame it on their like This is just who I am.
Oh yeah.
You know, people love to stick to that story about themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So then Charles had identified with it with some personal.
Yeah, I started to explore what does that mean to me? How does that if that was my response to someone, what would they be talking about? And I'm like, it's about I'm a Cancer, I'm a very emotional person. I can remember, especially when I was in college, like if you were cute and you gave me any attention at all, it was on. Like you want to talk? Here you go. You want to go out to the expensive restaurant? I got you. And I was just already all in for no reason. Other than the fact she was cute, there was no reason for me to be that invested. And so I was trying to capture that because I feel like I'm not the only person in the world who like is super emotional and like super wants to like connect right away and get emotionally involved right away. So I was like, well, let me write about a little piece of me that a lot of people maybe don't know about. And it's that I'm just, especially back in the day, like if you was cute, you was gonna get whatever. You gave me a little bit of attention, it was on.
Wow.
I couldn't buy cars in college. I'm not gonna lie. You have to exaggerate a little bit. I didn't buy anybody a car, but it sounds better than buying them a sandwich from Subway. So
Yeah, because I think one of the lines was you said you drip your sauce on my bread. You meant bread like money, right? Okay.
like you, Mrs. Hines.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
get the
Okay.
sauce on my bread like you, Mrs. Hines. Yep.
I love it. And did you guys film that there in Los Angeles when you were in LA?
No.
No,
What?
we actually filmed it in San Diego because Tijuana is literally on the border of where Mexico meets San Diego.
Okay.
So we just crossed the border. We're only about 15, 20 minutes drive from the border
Okay.
to San Diego. So we shot the whole thing in San Diego. We didn't really want to be shooting in. We thought about shooting in Tijuana. I mean, with the way it's set up, we didn't want no problem. So
Yeah.
a lot of it we were doing guerrilla shoots.
No, wait. What's the gorilla shoot again? I think you told me before.
A guerrilla shoot? Oh, that's just when you just go out there. You don't have a permit.
Okay.
A lot of artists do this. We used to didn't do that. Remember those days? We were trying to do it straight and narrow, and most people and all the artists are like, just come on, like all the little DPs, everybody that's in film, they're like, please. They're like, tell them if somebody says something, tell them you're doing a PSA. I'm like public service announcement, like. So yeah, so that's probably like we've been on that. I mean, if we want to do an outdoor shoot, we'll probably do a guerrilla style instead of paying, getting a permit.
Okay.
That's what. So yeah, we wanted to do an outdoor scene the way you saw it in the music video, but because Tijuana, it's just a different country. We was like, let's not mess with Tijuana. We didn't want no problems with the policia or cartel. I mean, you just never know.
Right. I understand.
You just want to fly under the radar as an American there. You know what I mean? Be nice and considerate and respectful, and not look too affluent.
Yeah, exactly. It's
something.
Yeah, it's been years since I've been to Tijuana as a kid, and I remember the joke was always "Don't drink the water." So, really, and why is that? Is it the microorganisms in the water, or?
I think their plumbing and sewage isn't that great. The whole system isn't good. So I don't know exactly what's in their water, and I don't know exactly what the problem is. But I will tell you, maybe you do. But I will tell you, if I see the locals buying 3 and 5 gallon jugs of water, well, then guess what? I ain't drinking it either. I'm gonna buy me some three. I don't see them drinking that water.
I know that's right. Oh my gosh.
You brush your teeth and shower in it. You ain't drinking it, and I ain't drinking it either.
Right.
Can you hear us okay?
This is better. I can hear you much better now. Yeah.
Oh,
We have a
we have the microphone.
we had a microphone
Okay.
that aimed the wrong direction. I just picked it up and put it the right direction.
It's all good. My husband was telling me he went to Mexico and all he had was just ice in his drink, and just the ice itself got him sick.
Oh
So,
yeah.
That sounds
yeah.
about right.
yeah.
That sounds about right. But do you know what's in the water, possibly?
It's a bacteria. Like if you grow up here, you're introduced to it as a baby, so
Okay.
your body adapts to it. Doesn't mean that you still drink the water, but your body adapts to it.
Okay.
It's the same way. If you go to India, it's the same way. If you go to Turkey, we've been to Turkey, it's the same way. If you
Okay.
didn't grow up there, your body hasn't adjusted to the bacteria that's in the water, and it causes a lot of digestive issues for you. So yes, if you're in Mexico, you don't drink the. It's the same thing in anywhere in Central America. You don't drink the water.
Don't drink the water. Yeah.
And they ain't
Oh
got
my-
no water to drink right now. I mean, nobody knows that. they shut the water off yesterday
Why?
between Tijuana and Rosarito. I don't know. They
Maybe.
claimed, well, I think I know. But when I talked to our host, our Airbnb
Oh, he
host,
said something
he
different?
said, "Oh, I don't believe that."
Oh,
He's an attorney with a development company in construction, but they shut it off because they said that a main aqueduct pipeline needed to be fixed,
Oh.
and they were providing free water somewhere else.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we're living rough times these last 24 hours
Oh.
with no water.
Oh.
Going to the gym, like, can we use your shower?
Well, you know what? We joke about it, but it's probably better than being in LA with all the fire and
They are it's not cute. It's not cute. I mean, we saw, well, first of all, my sister went to the rooftop of our apartment and snapped a photo, and I couldn't believe what I saw. I said, "Oh my God, it's coming for Hollywood."
Ooh.
And because it was like not that far from the Hollywood sign, because you could see the Hollywood sign from our rooftop. But they called that the Sunset Fire. And she also had a video, and I was just so scared for her. Because we kept thinking Hawaii, everybody's trying to leave at the same time, like pandemonium.
Yeah.
But they ended up putting that one out really, really quickly. I saw a video of them pouring some water from a plane. I was like, "Ooh, I know they was happy," like because they had two other really big fires that they are unable to put out. There's not enough water pressure.
Oh
There's
my
not enough water. The vegetation is causing it to spread. No, those winds were really bad.
And
I saw
winds. Yeah.
I saw a lot of semis that tipped over
Oh.
in one video, and I don't know if it was a hoax, but because people use this opportunity to do. Somebody had a photos of the Hollywood sign burned down. I said no, it didn't, because I saw because I know the area, and I saw where they contained the fire, and it didn't get nowhere. I mean, it's dark, but I know the shape of the hill and exactly where
Yeah.
it is. I
Wow.
said that thing didn't. So I looked it up, and they said, "Oh, that's a hoax." I said I knew. So there's so many hoax coming up. People just want to see reactions and be a part of something, I guess. But yeah, the people that are actually there, we actually have two friends here, a cousin and friend here now that came down for refuge because the air quality is terrible. There's soot and ashes on everywhere. On if your area didn't get leveled by the fire, which theirs didn't, thankfully, it's just falling on everything because it's so bad. I'm scared to go back and see because I saw some photos and I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, oh my God, Malibu, the coast of it used to have all these homes between the PCH and the coast. And I was seeing these photos of everything was just leveled. The only thing you saw was like maybe a chimney here and there. In the Pacific Palisades, I usually charge up my Tesla up over there and hang out and get coffee, and it's real cute. That's a lot of very affluent and wealthy people live over there. And I couldn't believe, I said, oh my God,
everything was just leveled all the way
Looked like a
down.
bomb blew up. That's what it looked like. Mm-hmm.
And child, don't get me started. I don't know who and what started them fires because they was everywhere. They weren't. It wasn't close enough for them to like ambers to jump over. Like this was
Right.
like thousands and thousands of
Oh,
acres away. Another fire was started, and I'm thinking,
yeah, it makes you
hmm.
wonder, are the winds that powerful or was somebody just literally, yeah.
The winds were powerful. A theory could be that well, we don't know who started the fire, but once a fire gets started and you have very dry conditions, which it's very dry in LA or all of California this time. I mean, it's dry during the winter in most places, but here it's even more dry because it's
Mm-hmm.
closer to deserts. So it's drier conditions, and then the dried vegetation on the grounds in the forests, if you want to call them that, the mountains. They don't look like forests to me. They look like desert mountains, but there
Yeah.
is some vegetation. But it just dries up over time and becomes a really great igniter.
Yep.
So once that fire is started, and you add those winds,
Ooh.
then and if you don't get it right away, I saw a video of the guy that reported the Pacific Palisades was the biggest one, and they
Mm-hmm.
still trying to put it out. It started 3 days ago.
Mm.
I saw a video of him. He said he was the first one to report it, and that fire was already big by the time he saw it.
Oh
Like I
God.
saw a video. He took his own video of it and
Mm-hmm.
he reported it. But I was like, dang, did nobody see this? So yeah,
Mm.
that thing just got out of control too fast. But
Wow.
then I feel like there was also it just wasn't that problem. There's also an issue of water coming out of the hydrants here.
Yes, I did see
And
that. Yeah.
don't ask me why. All I know is all I heard was our governor um I don't know if he's feeling pressure from environmentalists or is it something he believes, but instead of him handling the water situation, which I saw Donald Trump say in a press conference from 2020, maybe it was when he was first in office, but he was saying you need to take care of this water problem here. I don't know, they wanted to save the smelt, and I don't
Mhm.
know exactly what the connection was
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
the saving the smelt and making sure that the water we were getting wasn't going to the ocean, but it was going into these hydrants. But
Okay.
he did not do that. And so,
That's part of the problem.
some people are
Oh,
saying he's to blame, but
okay.
it was just a really bad condition. I just
Yeah.
want to know, how did it start? I mean, a power line could go down, if the winds are really bad and then start a fire.
Mm-hmm.
But one has to wonder,
What?
okay, they probably going to shut these the power off. So why
Mm-hmm.
did it a day later, you got another fire
Ooh,
way over here, and then you got a fire
girl.
there.
Mm-mm-mm.
So is somebody starting the
That's
fires?
the mystery, right? Right.
Is it a distraction because there's an inauguration on the 20th?
Look,
Is it,
look, 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 look. I
you
gotta
know,
stay away from political stuff.
you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying
But
to stay away from it. But I'm just
yeah,
saying,
yeah, yeah.
I'm really getting to the part where I
Right,
don't know who started them, but
right,
it just don't make no sense. Like I feel,
right.
or maybe it was somebody that gets their jigs off. Like I don't
What's going
know.
on?
But
Well,
people there though are suffering to a point where, well, besides it's obvious the people that lost their homes is just a terrible thing.
mhm.
But people that haven't lost their homes are still suffering because of the air quality.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
in fact, we heard from another friend today that they saw the sun for the first time since the fires
Wow.
because
Well, I'm gonna definitely,
the smoke is really that thick,
yeah. Well,
but
I'm
it
gonna
is
definitely
bringing.
pray for them. I know that's got to be a tough time. Renee had a question for you guys. She said, "For those who aren't aware of the Saint Oshun, can you tell me where you're from and what's the story behind the name? I like
Okay.
it." Yeah, they've told it before, Renee, but I will let them tell it again.
Okay, so I'm from Columbus, Ohio, and we ended up meeting I went to college in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and that's where Charles and I met. And Charles is from Wisconsin, and I'll let you, because I've been yickety yakking so much, I'll let you talk about the question that she has about St. Ocean.
So the thing I say about where I'm from is you wouldn't know if I told you. I'm in the middle. I'm literally in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin. If you're from, I know you're in Atlanta, right?
Yeah, but I'm
So
originally from Detroit.
y'all
So
got sticks. Your sticks. You got sticks in
yeah,
in Georgia, where it's the
yeah.
middle of nowhere. That's where I grew up. It was farms, but I'll say I was about an hour outside of Madison, Wisconsin, is where I'm
Okay.
originally from. As far as where our name comes from, if you're not familiar, Oshun comes from Nigeria. She is an Orisha. It's part of the tradition of the Yoruba tribe, which is one of the tribes, one of the Western tribes in Nigeria. Um, and basically, the best way to describe what an Orisha is if you had to describe her in Christian terms, she would be like a saint. She's an intermediary between God and humans. She's not a god, but rather an intermediary. So she is responsible for sweet waters and love and embracing femininity and sexuality. And we chose her specifically because she really represents a lot of who we are. We lean very heavily towards empowering women. We lean very heavily towards empowering people and making them aware of the fact that they have a choice and they have their own power. Um, but when we put the saint in front of her, it's a very complicated answer, and I won't make this too long. But when the slaves came over from Nigeria, they were in order to continue to practice this tradition, they had to kind of hybrid Christianity into their tradition, and so they often hybrid the Orisha with a saint. So Saint Mary or Saint Augustine or things like that. And so we wanted to kind of reflect on the fact that we're not first generation Nigerian by any stretch of the imagination. We're definitely American. Our ancestors were brought over in boats; they were enslaved. But at the same time, we honor and respect where we come from, and we appreciate all of those that have come before us. And our mission is really to empower everyone, but particularly women and people of color, and then everyone after that.
I love it. Yes, I love it. And that's the thing about empowering and lifting others up, and you guys do such an awesome job with your music. The beats are always jumping and popping. I love it. Like I think it was Richard, he said that what did he say? He says everything takes time. I could skate on that record. Yeah, yeah. So it's a it's exciting music. It makes you just want to. So you guys always do well. Somebody, Dr. Renee, JB Amanda Renee, she said she loves it. What's in the cup? Oh,
She talking about your cup of mine.
Oh, yeah, it's a good question. Whose cup, Porsche's or Charles?
I think she meant yours. And the reason why she's asking, she has her own vodka line. She's the first African American woman with her own vodka line. Yeah.
Well, it is a close cousin. It is cranberry juice and tequila. So
Okay.
right next to vodka, right next to vodka. But I do enjoy some vodka. What is the name of the vodka brand?
It's called City Nights. It's CITYNYTES.
Is it
Yeah.
online or is it in
Yep.
stores or how do you get it?
You can go online to City Nights, and then she's
City
got
Nights.
some stores. And I know this because she's a friend of mine, right? So she's got some
Okay.
stores in Georgia
Mhm.
and some other places. But yeah, so she's doing her thing. Very, very proud of her.
And
Yeah.
if you ever want us to do some placements, this is shameless business now. Just hit us up if you want us to do some placements in a music video or something with your product because
Renee,
we've done it with some other products for sure. So
look, Renee.
that's
Look for those who want to book Saint Oshun for performance or what have you, and then Renee also. Here's their information scrolling at the bottom. You can buy all their music on Spotify, and then Renee, the two of y'all need to connect. That's
yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's
Let,
huge.
that's
So
awesome.
once you guys write these songs, what's next? You go back to California and you hope to get signed and
So here's my projection for this year. Um we have two songs and I don't sometimes you're scared to say stuff like this because I've said it a couple times before,
uh-huh.
and then it doesn't always work out the way you want to. But I'm gonna say it anyways. I feel like we have two songs. Well, first of all, the song that we just released, I feel like is stronger than we thought it was. It's actually performing very well. I was trying to explain that to Portia today. Actually, on Spotify, our numbers are actually very, very good. Our numbers
Awesome.
on YouTube is very, very good. But I feel like we have two songs that are super hit songs, and I think that we'll release those, and with the proper marketing and the help of the A&R, I think by summer we will be in a very different position to be able to be able to tour, to be able to support some really big tours. I will be honest, Portia and I have had discussions before. We're not in a hurry to go back to LA. I'm not sure when we'll go back.
The whole reason why the initial reason why we came to Tijuana was because you needed a break. It wasn't even really me. We were only supposed to be here for 1 month, honestly. But we've been here since September. And to be honest with you, the housing is so cheap.
Is it?
Yes. So it became way more attractive when our Airbnb host was like, "Oh, I can knock off,
It's $500.
pretty much." Well, it started out with us paying way more. Like you could get on the ocean here in Tijuana, you can get and I'm talking on the beach. Roughly, and this might sound like a lot for some of your listeners that, or maybe not. I don't know what the housing is in Atlanta, but in California, it's very, very inflated. Very.
It's that way in Atlanta. Yeah.
Yes. So on the ocean, which you would never see in California, anywhere up and down that coast, San Diego, LA, I don't care. You're not going to see it. On the ocean, right there where you can just jump your feet into the sand, walk around the building, get into the sand. On average, I think they were and these are Airbnbs, were about 2,500 to 3,000. We found one for 2,000.
Wow.
So we were doing that, and then we ended up coming to a different location that wasn't even on the beach and it was only because we were like, dang, it was like, dang, somebody broke up the month and we couldn't like sign up, reserve the entire month. So I was like, well, let's just go inland for just this next month, and then we'll go back. We'll just reserve it early, we'll just be on top of it and go back to the ocean. Well, after coming here in October, where we're at now, the Airbnb host, sorry, tell the guests like, shh. The Airbnb host came to us and said, "Do you like this place?" Because this place was only, because the $2,000 one was 2 bedrooms. This one was only 1,500, but it's a lofted space basically. Not as much space, but it works.
That's awesome.
But it was 1,500. And he's like, "Well, if you like it, I'll give it to you for 1,000, off of the app." And I'm like, "Oh." I don't hate it. And I was thinking like all I was hearing was like money like being saved.
Yes,
You know what I'm saying?
yes. Oh my gosh, but you guys, you always, when you come on, I'm so happy to see you. You're motivational. You guys go out and purchase their music. It's on Spotify, Charles. Is it specifically just Spotify or?
No, you go ahead and answer that.
No, it streams everywhere. Apple Music,
Okay.
Spotify, Tidal, wherever you like to listen to music. It's on YouTube. Obviously, that music video is on YouTube.
Okay, awesome. I love it. Well, I think, one of the people, one of the viewers want to leave you with these words is actually Renee. She says, "Speak what you want to happen and it shall be. Believe in what you want to do and others will follow. Nice to virtually meet you and praying for your continued success." Yes. You two should connect because she's got the vodka brand. That would be huge.
Doctors.
Yeah, she has her PhD. Yeah. So
MD doctors.
Love it.
I'm impressed.
Well, I thank you guys for coming on. As always, you guys are a blast. The viewers love you guys. Tanya's saying great show. She loves you guys. And Richard's saying great sound. He's the legendary skater. So yeah, that's a huge compliment.
I'm loving your new format with the comments coming up and
Oh,
and
thank
the Inform, inspire,
Thank
motivate just
you.
keeps popping up. This is
Look, I'm trying
wonderful.
to keep up with y'all, kind of glowing up.
It's all about evolving all the time.
Well, you guys, keep in touch, and I appreciate you so much. We got to have you back on, and just keep me posted, and I'm gonna make sure you two connect.
Yeah.
So you and Renee,
Thank
okay?
you.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you
Be
guys.
safe.
Fun. We
Uh,
will.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye. You guys, that is Saint Oshun. They are the bomb.com. You guys make sure you go out and support them. I'll put their information up again. Um, you can purchase their music, like C Dub said, on Spotify, Apple Music, and all the other streaming places. And then if you want to book them for performance, what have you, go to their website at www.saintoshun.com and scrolling at the bottom. So, you guys, as we close out the show, I always leave you with a positive thought. And I said in 2025, I'm going to share more of me with you all. Some people say, well, you talk about motivation and inspiration. Why don't you share some of life experiences? So here's a personal life experience that falls under the positive thought realm. And so I'm losing my voice. Y'all bear with me. So basically it says, and I wrote this out last night from my heart. So I may have used this quote before, but I absolutely love it because I want to share it again, especially with all that is going on in the world. It's so easy to get depressed. I know. Towards the end of 2024, I felt so down. And for the first time as an African American woman, I never felt so low before. The things that I saw being said on social media, etc., made me feel like the world sees Black women in a horrible, negative light. I actually cried out to God and asked Him, why would He let people treat and make us feel so low? And you know what God said? Not so. The Holy Spirit reminded me that Black women have contributed in enormous amounts to society and that we are valuable and we do matter. I began reading and watching all things positive, and one of the movies that truly lifted my spirit was the movie The 6888. You guys got to watch that. I cried with so much joy and pride as I watched those African American women lift the spirits of the soldiers and their loved ones. So you see, we do matter. After all, we birthed the world, and God sees every tear. As long as you remain faithful and as righteous as possible, God will bless each and every one of us. So I say to all my sisters out there, stay strong, continue to pray, and keep reaching for the stars. And brothers, love your sisters, because when no one has our backs, we look to y'all just as y'all look to us when you needed us. So I leave these 8 powerful words that I saw online for everyone. Everyone, all races, creed, color, ethnicity, national origin, religion, and gender. And they go like this. Number 1, believe in yourself. Believe you can and you will. Number 2, stay strong. Dream, believe, and achieve. Number 3, never give up. A little progress each day adds to big results. Number 4, be grateful. A grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. Number 5, work hard. Good things come to those who hustle. Number 6, stay humble. Work hard in silence. Let success make the noise. Number 7, be kind. Kindness makes you the most beautiful person ever. And number 8, keep smiling. Because of your smile, you make life more beautiful. So, as I tell you guys every time we meet, do one good thing for one person each day, and you can affect 365 lives. If no one's told you they love you, know that I love you. Our next guest in 2 weeks is going to be some comedians. We're going to laugh and have a good time. I want 2025 to be a year that's filled with love and smiles and just feeling good all over. So you guys stay safe out there. The people out in LA, please be safe. Those who are in the northern states with the snow and the ice, be safe as well. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. And with those words, I'm out.